Imagine a calm day at sea. A research vessel, all white and scientific looking, is collecting data. Peaceful, right? Wrong. China has the world's biggest fleet of these vessels, and a recent study by the Center for Strategic and International Studies revealed a shocking truth: over 80% are likely playing a double role. They're not just studying dolphins and coral reefs, they're gathering intel for China's military. This is the growing reality in the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean, where China's expanding fleet of research vessels raises a critical question: is Beijing using science as a smokescreen for military dominance? Just recently, tensions in the South China Sea flared up when the Chinese Coast Guard got aggressive with the Philippine Armed Forces at Ayanjin Shoal. This was not your average disagreement. We are talking physical assaults, bladed weapons, and blinding strobe lights. This incident is just the tip of the iceberg, folks. China boasts the world's largest fleet of civilian research vessels, surpassing 64 active ships according to the Center for Strategic and International Studies. While these vessels contribute to scientific research and commercial endeavors, a closer look reveals a more sinister side. These research vessels often pull shady moves. They spoof their identification, meaning they transmit fake information about who they are and where they are going. Or, they might even go completely dark by turning off their tracking systems, especially near sensitive military areas. It is like a game of maritime hide-and-seek, with China playing a sneaky villain. These research vessels also deploy silent ninjas of the sea, unmanned underwater vehicles. Imagine a robotic scout launched from a seemingly civilian vessel, gathering intel on military exercises, a game-changer that could give China a significant advantage. But China's strategic maneuvering extends beyond the surface. Their research vessels are meticulously equipped to gather extensive oceanographic data, including water temperature, salinity, and pressure. This information, while valuable for scientific studies, has a hidden military purpose. Accurate data on these factors translates into superior underwater navigation and enhanced submarine stealth, crucial aspects of modern warfare. China's research frenzy doesn't stop there. These vessels also map the seabed, searching for resources like polymetallic nodules, which hold valuable minerals for advanced technologies. This dual-use approach not only furthers scientific research but also lays the groundwork for future resource claims, strategically benefiting China's economic and military might. Perhaps the most concerning aspect of these research missions is their focus on undersea cables, the backbone of global communication. By mapping their locations, China gains the ability to disrupt or monitor international communication networks, impacting not just economies but also global security. Imagine if they could disrupt the undersea cable networks that carry most of the world's internet traffic. Talk about a global internet meltdown. And let's not forget the environment. Extensive fishing raises environmental concerns and strains relations with regional countries. China's mastery of gray zone tactics, wherein they employ a mix of civilian and military means to blur the lines between peaceful operations and aggressive actions, give it an edge. China's People's Armed Forces Maritime Militia, a group of ostensibly civilian fishing vessels that conveniently operate alongside the People's Liberation Army Navy and the China Coast Guard, allows China to project power and make territorial claims across contested waters, all while maintaining a facade of plausible deniability. Real-world examples paint a vivid picture. The Haiyang Dizzy 4-How incident on June 17, 2024, saw this research vessel, allegedly part of the PLA's militia, enter the Philippines' exclusive economic zone for surveying purposes, mirroring the date of the Sino-Philippine maritime clash. This blatant disregard for international law underscores the true motives behind such missions. The South China Sea isn't the only place China's playing its research vessel game. They're also venturing into the Indian Ocean, a crucial trade route and a strategic hotspot. Here, China's using a strategy called the String of Pearls. Think of it like a necklace of military footholds across the region. They build relationships with smaller countries through economic deals and military support, potentially tipping the power balance in their favor against India. For example, the Haiyang U-760 conducted seismic surveys within Bangladesh's EEZE in 2023, searching for oil and gas deposits, data with significant military value for the PLA's undersea warfare capabilities. Another instance involves the Shuryen-06, controversial visit to Sri Lanka. So, what can be done? The answer lies in international cooperation. Countries need to work together to monitor these shadowy vessels and call out China's aggressive tactics. It is necessary to first identify these masquerading research vessels. Here are some key indicators. Ownership and type. Many research vessels are owned by state-affiliated organizations with close ties to the Chinese military. Some even have a history of being PLA vessels before transitioning to civilian use. Port visits. Frequent docking at ports hosting major PLA Navy warships or militia vessels raises red flags. Visits to China's military outposts in the South China Sea solidify the military connection. Suspicious activities at sea. Spoofing, providing false identification information, and going dark, turning off automatic identification systems near foreign military facilities are hallmarks of covert operations. Regional powers like India are taking a stand, with Sri Lanka recently putting a hold on Chinese research vessel dockings. It is a small step, but it shows that countries are waking up to the threat. The future of the Indo-Pacific hinges on maintaining a rules-based order in the maritime domain. Persistent engagement, training programs focused on maritime security, and stronger regional collaboration are essential to ensure peace and stability. The world is watching the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean. Will these crucial waterways become a breeding ground for conflict or a model of peaceful coexistence? The answer depends on how effectively the international community tackles the challenge posed by China's shadowy fleet and its veiled military ambitions.